The president's Pentagon chief is using language rarely heard since the end of the Cold War in assessing the threat Russia poses to the U.S. Correspondent Kevin Cork tonight from the presidential vacation compound on Martha's Vineyard on the possibility of a new Cold War.
For Russian President Vladimir Putin, submersible rides to the depths of the Black Sea are both a subtle message to his countrymen and a stern warning to the West that Russia still sees itself through a Cold War lens as one of the world's two remaining superpowers.
For a quarter century or so, since the end of the Cold War, we have not regarded Russia as an antagonist. Vladimir Putin's Russia behaves in many respects as in some respects, and in very important respects, as an antagonist. That is new.
Defense Secretary Ash Carter warned that Russia's behavior could send the world hurtling headlong into a Cold War redux. Under Vladimir Putin, Russia's annexed Crimea and invaded Ukraine, aggressively engaged U.S. military aircraft and warships, and is suspected of widespread hacking attempts of U.S. assets. Add a massive nuclear arsenal, and Pentagon leaders say you've got all the ingredients for big trouble.
So if you want to talk about a nation that could pose an existential threat to the United States, I'd have to point to Russia. And if you look at their behavior, it's nothing short of alarming.
Alarming, like partnering with Iran, another world antagonist, to whom Moscow just announced the sale of 4 S-300 defensive missile systems.
That's an opportunity for the Russians to sell. The Iranians look at it and they say, you know, we're now in the new world. We have access to buying military equipment. We want to get the best. The Russians are willing to sell us.
Former U.S. Secretary of State Henry Kissinger says it's the U.S. that needs to change the way it engages Russia, not the other way around. In an interview with the National Interest, the 92-year-old Nobel Peace Prize winner said breaking Russia has become an objective for U.S. officials. The long-range purpose should be to integrate it. A post-Cold War wish for a relationship that seems to be reliving the past.
Where Russia sees its interests as aligned with ours, we can work with them and will continue to do that.
Mutual interests like the Iran nuclear deal, engaging North Korea, and even some counterterrorism efforts. But as a Pentagon official told me today, Brett, dealing with the Kremlin is sort of like shaking hands with someone while they hold a knife behind their back with the other hand. Brett?
Kevin Cork live in Martha's Vineyard. Kevin, thank you.